What's going on, YouTube peeps and bariatric freaks? Welcome back to Basics. I'm James White Guy, and I am your Tuesday vlogger. So this week is Soul Week, and we are actually doing each Back to Basics vlogger is actually doing a video response to Sarah's video, Nerd in Oregon. She posted a video a few days ago, and it was a really powerful video. If you haven't seen it, check it out. There should be a link below. She touched on some great points. She made some great points, and it just really makes you think about your journey in maybe a way you didn't before. I know for me it did. And you know, if you've seen the video, you know what I'm talking about. I wrote some notes down, so forgive me if I'm looking down. But it was just a really powerful video. And you know, as I watch it, I probably watched it, you know, several times already. It really makes you think. And so this is just kind of what is my take on it. And like I said, it was so good, each vlogger is actually doing a video response to it this week. So stick around for the week, because I think you're going to hear some great responses. Basically, the gist of her video was being at goal without being at goal. A lot of times we have, you know, we have this number as, and this video might be a little long, so I'm gonna apologize ahead of time. It's just a lot to say, but I'll try to keep it as short as possible. A lot of times we have this number as the goal. If I could just get to the 160s, or if I could just get to the, you know, the 200s, whatever that number is. I know for me, you know, I've always said if I could just get down to the 230s, 240s, and I'm at goal, and I'll be happy. I've seen a lot of people not make it to goal. And it just kind of, like, they just kind of harp on that, and it just kind of sits with them, and I think a lot of us get disappointed sometimes when we don't hit that number, whatever your number is. I think sometimes we feel like a failure for not hitting that. There are people in the game for many years who still haven't gotten to their goal weight, and it really made me think, if I never hit that number for me, what my number is, can I still be at goal? Can I consider myself a success and be at goal without hitting the number? I think it kind of goes back. You have to ask yourself, why did you have surgery? Why did I have surgery? Me. Like a lot of you, I was extremely miserable at 460 pounds, almost 500 pounds at one point. Just extremely miserable. I hated my situation, and a lot of these are things that Sarah talked about, but I think they kind of pertain to a lot of us. I think we can all kind of relate to this. I was extremely miserable. I hated my situation. I hated just where I was in life, and I was just so miserable. I wanted to have surgery to get rid of that, to not be miserable. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. When I was 460 pounds, I don't think I ever said I want to be this number. I just said I wanted a different life. In fact, my surgeon and I have never even talked about a number, a goal weight. At my heaviest, I just wanted to enjoy life. I wanted to live life. I wanted to experience life. I never said I want to be 230 pounds or I want to be 200 pounds. If I can just get to the number, then life would be great. But I was just so miserable in my life. And I just wanted something different. I wanted to be able to get up and not be a spectator in my own life, but to be a participant. To do things that I could never do before. I got so complacent in my life, in my situation, that I just kind of said, it is what it is. And I got to the point where, I accepted death. I knew with everything in me, I just felt it with everything in me, that I would be dead by the time I was 40. And the sad part about that is that I accepted that. I accepted being dead by 40. I was just so miserable in my situation. My life insurance at work, I thought I just need to spend as much time with my nieces and nephews as I can, and just enjoy the last few years that I had. I truly, that might sound crazy to you, but I truly felt like I would be dead at a young age, and I really was okay with it. To get, like, how does one get to that point? You have to be, like, things have to be really miserable for you to be okay with dying. So while I was at my heaviest, and I made the decision to have surgery, it wasn't to hit a number. It was to not be miserable anymore. To have a life that I can enjoy. And 180 plus pounds later, 9 months into this journey, while I still have a lot of work to do, while I would still like to lose another 30 to 40 pounds, can I consider myself right now, today, can I consider myself at go? I'm not miserable like I used to be. I no longer accept death as an option. In fact, I'm learning to embrace life, to take risk. I've made decisions in my life to do that. How they pan out, I don't know, but you know what? Wherever life takes me, then that's where I'll end up. And I'm just going to kind of enjoy this ride as long as I can. There was also another question in there about, so are you using the excuse of not being selfish to excuse yourself from being courageous? It kind of ties into where I just left off. Part of my hesitation, one of the things I was afraid of going into this journey, going down this road, was the unknown. And I had surgery 9 months ago. I actually tried to have surgery 3 years ago, and it didn't work out, and I got to a point where I started to think, no, I don't deserve this, like the unknown. I kind of got afraid, and so I backed out and never did it. I was at a point where I didn't have the courage to want to go after life and enjoy life. And so I think I well, I think that's part of the reason why I stayed so complacent in my situation and just kind of accepted it. I'm one that puts other people first. I've done it just my whole life, and so to think about me for once and what I wanted, it just wasn't. I just couldn't do it. Other people needed me, and as long as they were happy, I was happy. Again, these are all things that Sarah touched on in her video, and so I don't want to sound like I'm just kind of copying what she said, but this is truly like how I felt. I think many of us kind of feel this the same way, or have felt the same way. As long as those around me were happy, then I'm fine. I don't need to enjoy life. I don't need to think about me. So yeah, I think I use that being complacent as an excuse to not be courageous and enjoy life. Where did it get me? To being extremely miserable and to the point of accepting death, being okay with that. I don't think that's anywhere any one of us should be. I don't think any one of us should be that complacent in our lives that we're afraid to take chances, to be courageous, to enjoy life, to just not be afraid of the unknown and just do it. Just jump both feet in. Having done that myself, this journey has, in 9 months, I'm in a place that I never thought I would be, but and it's been one hell of a ride, and I'm only 9 months into it, and I have no idea where it's going to take me from here. But I had to make a decision to I don't want this to sound selfish, but to be courageous and to think about me and to start to enjoy life. Or do I? Can we enjoy life and not take away from, not have it affect drastically with the other people in our lives? Can we think about us and other people at the same time? I think some would say yes. I think you can. But in my experience, it's been pretty rough to do, because like I mentioned earlier, I've had to make some decisions in my life that have drastically altered it, because I feel like that's what I needed to do to enjoy life. I don't know if that makes any sense or not, but that's where I'm at with that. So when I look at why I had surgery, are those reasons gone? I think some of them are. I don't think they're all gone though, because I'm still not at a point where, I'm enjoying life now, but I'm not like at a point where I'm just, life is great, I'm extremely happy. Life is 10 times better than it used to be, personally. Or as far as me physically being able to do things, enjoy things, experience life. But I'm far from being in happy land, or this place where I can just sit back and smile every day. And maybe I'll never get there. I don't know. At the end of the day, I'll find out, right? So one question is, are you using a number to define success, or are you using happiness to define success? I think a lot of us try to use a number, and lose sight of where we were before and where we are now. And I think when you weigh the old, I'll speak for me, when I weigh the old me to the new me and where I'm at in life, I should be able to say that I'm at goal. And I kind of want to, but there's still some work that needs to be done. So it's tough. I mean, I think some people can say, yeah, I'm at goal, and I think some of us still have a tough time saying that. I think I'm closer to goal. I don't think I'm at goal. You know, maybe one day soon I will be able to say that. As of right now, I don't know that I can say I'm at goal, but I'm pretty damn close to it. She also made a comment that Vishy Kirk told her that I think is just really powerful, and it was he always felt that goal was a feeling and not a number. If you're struggling trying to get those last 20 pounds or whatever that number is to get to go, and you're trying everything you can, and you just can't lose it, then I just want to leave you with the challenge of questioning your notion of goal and what it really means to you. Can you consider yourself at goal today? Is it happiness, or is it still a number for you? I leave you with that question, or with that thought. Again, if you guys haven't seen Sarah's video, I'm sorry this video is so long, and I hope it made some sense. If you haven't seen Sarah's video, check the link below. I think it'll do us some good. Until next time, my friends, you guys take care, and we will talk soon. See ya.